When we talk about reading to kids every day, we're not specifically talking about 2 year olds and 3 year olds and reading a ton of picture books. We're also talking about kids that are getting older, like 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10, 12, 13, that don't require books but still would like a good bedtime story. And you're probably thinking, well, that seems awkward for me. My kid wouldn't like that. What books can I incorporate in that? And so when I was younger, particularly in my teenage years, I went to like a little private school, and every day around like right after lunch, our teacher would read for 30 minutes, and she would read, The Magician's Nephew, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That all fell under the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe circle, The Horse and the Boy. And so I actually don't really remember what she was reading, but something about being read to, especially right after lunch in a calming environment, truly made me feel at peace. It really kind of just centralized I would say my nervous system or whatever you want to call it. But here are a couple book recommendations if you want to read to older kids. So, first is Don Quixote. It is about a man who is really just in his head. He spends all his money on just reading books and knighthood, that rescuing the princess type vibes. And essentially, he just goes out and he starts doing it. He gets a squire, he gets the horse, and he just goes. And I think that book is really great for someone who's trying to like learn Spanish, someone who actually knows Spanish, and just incorporating that in there and just the excitement, I think is just really beautiful. Next, I would recommend The Count of Monte Cristo. I am almost halfway through this, and I will say it's so interesting. This is taking place in France, and I know it seems overwhelming, but you would actually get through it pretty fast if you read, 10 to 20 minutes every day. It's about someone who is seeking revenge. This young sailor who was about to get married is betrayed by people who he thought were his friends. And so it goes on through this 15, 20, 30-year journey of just seeking revenge. And so please do not stop reading to your kids just because they hit a certain age, or maybe they're not interested in the type of books that you've picked. There's a book out there for everybody. And I'd also recommend following my channel, following me on Facebook as Read by Ginger, and also follow me on YouTube for more recommendations, not just for like specific genres, but just a book that you just might enjoy.